Jane, the Ugandan affiliate, and I'm still back home in my home village in Fort Portal. So allow me enjoy the moment, allow me enjoy the scenery. So this time you've had to look at my home compound, you've had the view, the beautiful view. Enjoy it. You never know what will ever bring you to my hometown, Fort Portal. By the way, it's the most beautiful town in the whole of Uganda. Trust me, go online, Google. The most beautiful town is Fort Portal. That is not the reason why I am here. I'm back to focus to the very reason why this channel was made, for affiliate biggie, for affiliate marketers who are beginners. In the last previous videos, we've talked a lot, and we talked about things to do with mindset. And I told you how much of a perfect mindset you need and how it can make you or break you. It is the monster machine that every person needs. It is your key to success. It's what's gonna unlock your success on the virtual spaces. And please be mindful about the nuggets I give. You may not do the exercises with me, you may not go through the lessons, the classes, the mentorship or coaching with me, but find help in those areas, because those are really the keys to unlock your success on the virtual spaces. I also did a video on prospecting versus positioning, and how I told you that the whole thing they never tell you is that you're supposed to grow yourself in a brand, into a brand, and position yourself perfectly well to a place that you have this question within you that says, who am I? And why should people trust me? Why should people come my way? Why should people buy into my ideas? Why should people spend their money with me? Why am I their ultimate choice in these spaces? Just like you wake up and say, I'm gonna go with Kadon, I'm gonna wake up and you're gonna wake up and say, I'm gonna do this thing with JC. You wake up and say, you're gonna do this, whatever it is that you choose to do, or the courses you choose. Often there is a reason why you end up buying into the things that you are buying into, the different projects, the different programs and courses you're doing online. There is a reason as to why you go for those particular individuals. So like I said, it is very important. We hate prospecting as salespeople. The whole magic is in positioning. Position yourself perfectly well to the place that you're irresistible. Your brand is irresistible. You as the brand, you the individual selling, you are irresistible. The moment you have that question answered, why should I be the one? Why should anyone spend their money on me? Why me? Who am I? What is unique about me? What do I bring on the table? That should be your breaking even point. Now, in today's video, I really want us to talk about another very important thing, knowing your why. And I guess every person has been by your mentor, asked you, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? And it's very true. But I don't know if you've heard of a book called 7 Levels Deep. My goodness. I know it's a silence, it's a moment of silence, and I guess you're wondering, why is she even silent? Is somebody dead? No, no one is dead. It's in the power of these things, knowing your why. Why do you do the things you do? Why do you wake up every day and go do the things you do? What is the motivation behind the things you do? I have a friend. It's unfortunate he was abducted when he was a child. In my country, we've had rebels. You've heard of the rebels of the LRA, the Lord Resistance Army by Joseph Kony. Yeah, we've had other rebels. And then Africa as a continent has had its own share of troubles. And people have been victims in these troubles. So this particular friend of mine comes from a region whereby he was abducted as a young boy, I think about 4 or 5, and he was with the rebels until after years, about over 10 years of being in the army, meaning he was taken at a time when he was young, at a time where they are supposed to be molded into real men, and it's unfortunate that his story, he was raised by these guys, so meaning his life was defined so much by these things. But this man today is a warrior when it comes to sales and marketing. In that experience of his life, he has his why answered. What do I even mean? When you talk to him and ask him, why the energy? Every time I see him on stage, he presents with a lot of energy. When you ask Kadon and ask why does he do the things, you'll understand backwards. There is always a master story. There is always a reason as to why we do the things we do. When you ask this particular friend of mine, he'll tell you, maybe I'm doing what I do because of ABCD. But why? But why? This exercise, what I call, or I don't call it, the author calls it 7 levels deep, or knowing your why. It's a beautiful exercise that every person doing anything online should be able to do. Let it be for consulting, let it be for coaching, whatever thing you decide to do in life, there is a motivation and there is always a why as to why we do what we do. So let's go a little bit deeper into how it works. It's called the 7 levels deep because there are 6 whys which are supposed to be answered. For example, you may ask me, Peace, why affiliate marketing? Why do you push people? Why are you doing these videos? And I'll tell you, the first 2-3 answers are normally easy to come across. You know, it's very easy to get along with them, and you'll be like saying, why do you do the things you do? Peace, why are you doing? What pushed you into going online with these videos? It's simple. I'll tell you, I've seen so many people hate sales and marketing. I've seen so many people get scared of selling. And yet it's a part of our everyday life. We sell ourselves in one way or the other, but we never realize that actually we are selling ourselves. So when you ask me, I'll tell you things like, I want to help people appreciate sales and marketing as a part of their lifestyles. But if you ask me again, so that is one why answered. Okay, it's a good answer. And then you say, why is that important to you to see every person appreciate this? There is a certain answer to that behind that. But then when you ask me, why is that important to you? There is a certain answer. Around the 4th answer, you start to feel you're going deeper into your soul. You're opening up deeper into your heart. Now, that is the reason that keeps you awake. That is the reason that when you go on to that, answering that to the 7th, it's like you've gone into, what can I call it? Oh my goodness. It's like a tornado that hits you inside. It's like digging deep things that have been buried. But when you dig those things out and that have been buried and brought to the surface, you are getting to the bottom of your purpose of life. So many people have been told, do you know the reason why you were created? Do you know the reason for your life? I see so many women. It happens in the African continent. I don't know about the other places in the world, but it happens where I come from, where women basically enslave themselves to helping others be better people, doing things for others. But they never ask themselves why they do the things they do. They never get to dig the gold that is in them. There is a reason, there is a why. We never exploit our potential. When you know your why, you'll exploit your potential. Now, let me give you a disclaimer. Normally what happens is that the moment you realize you need accountability, the moment you realize there is someone that has got to push you, get a whip to keep pushing you, hey, go do this, go do this, go do this, go do this, realize that you've left the reason why you started in the first place. Re-examine your why. Re-examine your why. See that you are back on focus. Nobody has got to whip you. That question you answered should be able to keep you going, should be able to keep you on your toes. If you don't do that, then you're tiptoeing on the brand that we want to bring out. Know your why. Answer for me those 7 questions. They are deep. They are deep. I've seen people open up and break down like never before. I've done the exercise myself about 5 times, and it has dug deep inside me, so deep to the level that it brought out things I never knew existed in me, and things I never knew that really mattered to my life. If you dig and bring those things onto the surface, they're gonna deal. Now you're wondering why I'm even doing this. I mean, it's affiliate marketing. This is a savior for your life. Let me tell you, it is a savior onto the things you're doing. Once you know your why, it is like a key that opens the potential of your purpose. When you open that, then you're gonna give your all. Have you asked yourself, why is Kadon so energetic in his things? Why does he put his all? My mentor, when you meet her, goodness, this woman, she's energetic in the things she does. She has a master story. But when you dig deeper, there is a reason as to why. Never leave, let your sight never go off your why you wake up, the things, why you do the things you do, why you reason the way you reason. When you dig deeper, the magic is in there. Trust me, know your why. Let that be the reason why you wake up. Let that be the reason why you appear. And when you keep appearing, appear with the mindset that you are set to go and slay this giant. You are set to go and win out in the world. Because I may tell you, keep appearing, like I've said in some videos before, consistency. But what does it help if you appear and you're not set to, your mind is not set to achieving? I want you to keep appearing, but not only appearing, with the mind and energy to keep doing to succeed. Something happened. My mentor was taking me through a class, and she told me that when you wake up, when you work for people in the world, other people, whatever kind of job I was doing, I gave them the best, the most important thing of my life, and that is the morning times of my life. I realized I've been selling myself short. I've been cheating myself. So what did I make up my mind? I give my business, when I wake up, let's say at 4 or 5, I give the first 2-3 hours of my morning after my devotion before God. I give that most important part of my energy to my business online. Now, once I'm done, then I can go and sell my time to my job. I wish you could adapt something to that, because that's when, I don't know when your prime time of your mind works best, but give a few hours of that time to your business. Give it your best. Let me ask yourself, what is the worst that could ever happen if you don't do this? What could be the worst thing that could ever happen to you? Give it your all. Know your why. Answer those 7 questions deeper. I would also encourage you to do them with a friend, probably do them with a guide, probably do them with somebody you trust, probably find somebody you can do them with to ask you those questions. Someone who is friendly, someone who is encouraging, someone you trust. Some people break down during the exercise because they are digging deeper into their souls, and once you do that, it opens up new strength, it opens up new powers, it opens up your determination to achieving, and you are going to achieve this. Thank you very much. I hope I didn't make this very, very long. I love you so, so very much. It's always your girl, the Ugandan affiliate. Mwah, love you.